welcome to highlights of the 14th PostNord Vårgårda West Sweden road race on GCN Racing. 145.3 kilometers of rugged Swedish countryside awaited the riders, with an initial 66.7 kilometer loop with 5 gravel sectors coming at 15, 22, 33, 53.9 and 60.7 kilometers respectively, ranging from 2.7 to 6.3 kilometers in length. They would then head back to Vårgårda to start 3 short laps of 11 kilometers, including the Högrunda climb on each circuit, before finishing with 3 laps of 15.2 kilometers that would now also include the 3.1 kilometer gravel section at Landa. The peloton rolled out of the start and finish area with a veritable who's who of world cycling in attendance. It was on the 3rd gravel sector that a dangerous breakaway group was formed. It included world champion Anna van der Breggen, newly crowned European champion Amy Pieters, with Bastianelli, Brown, Gutierrez, Klein, Labuse, Brand, Rivera, Casper, Vollering, Hannah Barnes and Brous, with Ruth Winder covering the break for Trek Segafredo, who were working hard on the front of the peloton, clearly not willing to let so many favourites ride away. Amy Pieters was working on the front in the gravel sectors for the likes of cyclocross star Lucinda Brand of Sunweb, but she was definitely in her element. The gap, though, never really got above 50 seconds. On the short laps, with the gap closing, it was the familiar style of Marianne Vos who attacked as they hit Högrunda Hill. Alarm bells were ringing, the reaction understandably immediate as Trek's Dijkenen reacted, as did Corin Rivera and Sarah Roy of Mitchelton Scott. Again, it wasn't to be for this quartet, and they were brought back with Bastianelli's Team Virtu controlling affairs on the front of the bunch. Through Vårgårda and out onto the final circuit to be covered 3 times, we had a new break of Japanese national champion Eddie Yonemine of Alla Cipollini, Park Hotels Roxanne Knetemann, and former world junior road and time trial champion Elena Peroni of Valcast Silence. The peloton behind was becoming fractured. The 3 were working well together, but with so much prestige riding on this one, it was always going to be difficult to stay away. Into the finish area for 2 to go. It was Ellen van Dijk on the front. The catch was almost made. Everything was now pointing to a sprint. It had been a frenetic pace throughout. Riders were starting to tire. Canadian national champion Caroline Canuel took a tumble, but would pick herself up and rejoin the group. Next, it was the turn of Mitchelton Scott's Monique Taniglo to go on the offensive. Through the bell, she had a sizable advantage and was in full time trial mode with 15.3 kilometers to go, including that climb and the Landa section. Could she hang on? Onto the final gravel section of the day. They had her in their sights, with Team Sunweb's Floortje Mackay attacking from the group. Despite a gutsy effort, Taniglo would be caught on the run-in, and this meant a bunch sprint. It was Barbara Garishby pulled off the front, and Marianne Vos, in a carbon copy of the move that won her the race the year before, threw herself into the final corner. This time they were ready, with Bastianelli and Wiebes right on her wheel. It was a long drawn-out sprint. It came down to the final meters, but in the throw to the line, Bastianelli just edged out Marianne Vos for the win, while Lorena Wiebes held off Chloe Hosking for 3rd. A great win for the new Italian national champion. Confirmation of your result: Marta Bastianelli takes it ahead of Marianne Vos and Lorena Wiebes, with Hosking, Peters, Cavalli, Confallieri, Winder, Borgli and Kirschman your top 10. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to GCN Racing.